things of the past coming to me of how I felt for that individual, which did not go well at all, and I know now not to do that. So yeah, after that, I eventually started, after school was out, I eventually started one of the people I wouldn't expect. I think it's actually the same person that screamed my name years ago in middle school. I started kind of getting an attraction feel for her because she started looking pretty decent. But I knew we'd never be compatible, so that was always in the back of my mind. Then there was another friend that was also the friend of the same girl that caused all those problems, being her name Jessie. Not to say that half of it wasn't my fault. Unless, of course, I didn't say that. I just say that right now for the heck of it. Her name was Kylie. I actually have an axe named after this individual who went away to another school for like a year and came back. When she came back, how much better looking and acting she was and seemed. Oh my goodness gracious. You know, it's like, whoa, what the heck happened? So, yeah. And, eventually she randomly, because I waved on her while I was drove home from school when she was walking. Then she added me on Facebook, which was a social media site I was on for a while until I went to YouTube here. It was my only social media site I was on. I'm not really that big into social media. But then later on, not long after, she ended up blocking me for some reason. And then Mackenzie as well. Because she talked about she wanted to go to the movies to see How to Train Your Dragon. I did too. And I thought, well, maybe I'll get to go to the movies with some friend of mine for once. Because I'd always had the luxury most of my life because of, well, how can I put this? I live in a small backwoods farm community town, okay? With starting off really over secure, somewhat parents that cared a lot about their child. That's the best way to put it. I'm 22 years old now, so I ain't gotta worry about that stuff too much more. Anyway, my dog is so cute right now. I wish you could see how she's just wallowing inside the grass. I mean, she sneezed a little bit. Yeah, I'm talking about you, baby girl. Talking about you, old fella. My dog's funny. So yeah, I'll probably make this a part one, part two. They can see already on the camera system right there. I have talked way past the limit of a one length video. And I'm gonna have to yawn again. Sorry, son of a gun. So yeah. Then there was a girl that reminded me of Jessie on after out of school on a trip to the beach with my former youth group, somewhat. And then I don't know, I was already pretty much getting over the all that junk that happened and realized was what and whose more fault was what I do believe but being around that other girl that's idea similar look to her somewhat made me feel calm. It made me feel at peace for some reason. Then there was the first trip to Ohio. I met a girl named Taylor. The first like 5 minutes being there, she did a type of stretch and ended up seeing her belly button. Oh man, this is not a. This okay. This isn't like. How can I put this? Most males are attracted to only the upper front and lower back areas of females. I myself personally, due to overexposure of cartoon girls having the only area skin exposed in their body being that their stomach mainly, therefore showing their belly button or navel, whichever you care to see it as, uh, unintentional turning around and seeing that on somebody is similar to another guy having a real hot girl accidentally flash for her assets, I guess I could say. And for anybody goes out thinking, oh, you're sex crazy nut, whatever, blah blah blah. If I was a sex crazy nut, I'd be subscribed to like freaking a porn site or something, which I'm not. I'm not that really big a fan of all that stuff. So, but anyway, so yeah, and her name was Taylor, and she was real nice. And besides that one little moment and her being real pretty, you know, I realized she was a real nice person. And the last thing I want to do is possibly try to start something from long distance or anything redo similar to all the crap happened with the main first considered ideal who I thought to be loving in high school crap. So yeah. And there was another girl I heard about, somebody's sister, or what they considered a sister, being a hippie-like girl named Megan. And anyway, I didn't know her that much. I barely even talked to her much the first year, and she added me on Facebook, you know, and I eventually, because I seen a whole bunch of pictures between her and some of her friends out in nature. I'm thinking, wait a minute, I'm always out in nature. Is there really a girl out there that likes to be out in nature as much as I do? Or are they just posing in certain parts of nature look pretty to make people think that? I don't know. So, anyway, the fact of the matter was that, you know, I got asking her how long she'd been going to Camp Syker and whatnot, and, you know, possibly she was going back next year, because the main thing that brought me more of the interest was seeing these more girls into nature. And that was my first year ever going really that high up north. And me being more of a southerner, and please don't take us wrong, and seeing more of the Yankee people and someone, and that really interested me. The only girl before that interested me, similar to that, like back inside high school, I forgot to mention, was a girl named Heather. Goes by Megan now. She had Native American blood. She liked to dress up. She was a cosplayer. I would dress up as my favorite people, as I just felt right. Now, I wouldn't go far out as she did, like full out costume like Batman or something. And when I say favorite people, I mean like Western style looking stuff. That's what I'm talking about. Or pirate style. Which sometimes people made fun of me, but oh well, it's my life, it's my clothes, it's my choice, you know. Heck with everything else. So yeah. And anyway, there was a few girls I didn't know even as well as her, and I told them Merry Christmas. They said Merry Christmas back. That one girl, the Megan, spelled Meaghan. Meaghan. Huh. That almost spells two words. Or three, or I don't know. It's an interesting way to spell Megan, I know that. Anyway, so she blocked me just from saying that. Next year we get talking and daggone group with the same people. And she was talking about something with my page on Facebook somehow. I said, maybe if I'm not mistaken, I think you might have accidentally blocked me some of it. And she's like, oh, I'll look into it, and she never undone it. I'm pretty sure she knows and just thinks here that, or she doesn't realize that I'm the person that she blocked. I don't really know. But that's how that happened. And after that, it's just been more of me getting females upset, really. Like me not caring enough for what they want me to care about. And that's been my whole entire history right there with women. And I'll give you an example. There's one individual who said, oh, eventually they're going to be moving. And I wanted to make sure that I remembered that correctly, so if they did, I would, try to see them before they moved at some point. But I didn't go to the full extent, expecting people to be rational and have more actual, what is it? Have more actual logical thought than just straight up emotions. And so yes, I asked her, hey, didn't you say she's gonna be moving one day? She said, yeah. She said, why? I just want to see if I met her. I just said, so you messaged me just to ask me to see if I was moving? I said, yes. She said, okay, and I probably will move someday then. I thought to myself, girl, that has not a freaking thing to do with what actual reason I asked that. Okay, I told my friends about one of my main definitely sees the bull crap in some of the actions of the opposite sex and their own sex. Friends that I'm very close with. Kind of like Jay and Silent Bob, for example. My hetero life mate, in a non-sexual way, that is. For anybody that knows who they are, Jay and Silent Bob. And anyway, so yeah. But no, I'm not gonna take the time anymore, especially with all the crap my mom has done in the last few years, even though she does try. So yeah, that's my whole entire story with women. Right there. I went from giving in too much and trying too much and this and that to not caring as much as, hey, if you want to go complain about something because you don't like it, go complain. As long as you do it way the heck over there. So, yeah. Well, alright, folks. I hope y'all enjoyed this two-parter, which I'm going to have to make it. I hope somebody enjoys it. I hope somebody don't think I'm just a stupid idiot out here just talking to a freaking technological device just to upload videos because I'm bored and everything else. Nah. Alright. I don't know what the heck my dog's sniffing about over there, and maybe I don't want to know. Alright, folks. I will see y'all around. Brandon out.